This six-story structure isn't a factory or a workshop. It's actually the engine of one of the world's largest LNG-powered container ships. It's so massive on the inside that workers can easily walk around inside it. This engine drives a propeller that's about as tall as a two-story house. And since it's powering a giant container ship, you might assume it consumes an enormous amount of fuel. But how much are we talking about? It burns through nearly 100,000 liters just during startup. Even more astonishing, its fuel tanks are large enough to hold the equivalent of 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools, storing around 20 million liters of liquefied natural gas. Today, you'll discover the construction story behind a true mega project, one that literally pushed the limits of human engineering. Welcome back once again. Even in the 21st century, around 90% of global trade is still transported by sea. Whether it's something as small as a sewing needle or as large as an automobile, ships move the world. To put this into perspective, flight tracking data shows that there are usually 15,000 to 20,000 aircraft in the sky at any given time. But according to marine traffic data, at the very moment this video was being made, an astonishing 38,000 cargo ships were sailing across the world's oceans. When it comes to the size of cargo ships, humanity has already built some of the largest vessels imaginable. Even bigger ships could be constructed, but they wouldn't be able to pass through major canals like the Suez Canal or the Panama Canal. That's why the competition today isn't about building larger ships, it's about building more fuel-efficient ones. And that's exactly what French shipping company CMA-CGM set out to do. Their goal was to create one of the world's largest eco-friendly container ships, powered not by diesel or heavy fuel oil, but by LNG, liquefied natural gas. This vessel stretches 400 meters in length, roughly the same as placing 4 football fields end to end. It has a beam of 61 meters, and its height surpasses that of the Qutb Minar. The ship's total weight is equivalent to 7 Eiffel Towers, or around 11,500 African elephants. And that's before a single container is loaded on board. Despite its massive size, this giant can carry a staggering 23,112 shipping containers, making it one of the most impressive engineering achievements ever built. To understand the scale of this ship, if all of its containers were placed in a single line, they would stretch for nearly 150 kilometers. But the real challenge wasn't just building one of these massive vessels. CMA-CGM needed to build 9 of them in less than 2 years. For this task, a 4-kilometer-long shipyard in Hong Kong was selected, so vast that it resembled a small city. Around 6,000 workers from around the world worked there day and night, each assigned a specific role. But here's the question. If a single ship normally takes 18 months to build, how could 9 ships be completed in just 2 years? The answer was simple. Build them in sections called blocks. The foundation of the ship consisted of steel plates specially designed to resist corrosion. A single vessel required 12,660 steel sheets. These sheets were cut using a specialized laser beam reaching temperatures of around 18,000 Cis, roughly 3 times hotter than the surface of the sun. The laser sliced through steel as easily as a knife through butter. For just one ship, engineers cut a total of 880 kilometers of steel strips. These pieces were then assembled into blocks ranging from the size of a room to the height of multi-story buildings. Even more impressive, these blocks already had pipes, wiring, and other fittings pre-installed before assembly began. This section here is the stern of the ship, built from 5 separate blocks. It weighed around 790 tons, the equivalent of 2 locomotive engines. To lift it into place, engineers had to use 2 cranes working together. It was positioned onto the ship's existing structure with extraordinary precision, because even a 1mm error could ruin months of work. Once the blocks were in place, the next phase began, an endless process of welding. Astonishingly, a single ship required around 1,050 kilometers of welds. If laid end to end, that welding line would stretch between 2 major cities. After welding, every single joint underwent detailed inspection, because the unforgiving conditions of the open ocean don't tolerate even the slightest weakness. Up to this point, this was only the story of constructing the hull and structural blocks. The real marvel lies in the engine. Unlike conventional ships powered by heavy fuel oil or diesel, this vessel was designed to run on LNG, liquefied natural gas. This represented a major environmental breakthrough, as LNG produces 99% less sulfur dioxide, 91% lower air pollution, and 20% lower carbon dioxide emissions compared to traditional marine fuels. It was a huge step toward cleaner shipping. But if CMA-CGM wanted to revolutionize the shipping industry, they would have to pay a significant price. The biggest challenge was storing LNG in its liquid state. That meant developing fuel tanks capable of keeping the LNG at approximately -161 size C. If the temperature rose or the insulation failed, the LNG would revert back into gas, and the entire system could fail. This ship also had to complete the long voyage from Asia to Europe without refueling, which meant its LNG tanks had to be enormous. But just how enormous? It features the largest LNG fuel tank ever installed on a ship, with a volume of 18,000 cubic meters. The tank is so massive that it could fit 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools inside it. In total, this ship can carry nearly 20 million liters of LNG. But the real challenge wasn't building such a massive fuel tank, it was protecting it from heat. In simple terms, engineers had to create a giant thermos inside the ship, large enough to hold the equivalent of 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Building this fuel tank alone took around 9 months. Multiple layers of insulating materials were added to the tank walls to shield it from external heat. The next crucial stage was leak testing, because the tank had to be completely airtight. Workers used a surprisingly simple method. They applied soapy water to the joints, placed a transparent chamber over them, and used a compressor to remove the air inside. If a joint had even the slightest weakness, outside air would leak in under the vacuum, creating visible bubbles. Any leaking sections were identified, repaired, and tested again. After that, the final insulation layer was installed. This consisted of a special steel membrane, just 1.2 millimeters thick. When LNG at around -161 cc comes into contact with this membrane, the steel naturally contracts. Its wave-like design allows it to expand and shrink without cracking. Surprisingly, similar technology is also used in space applications. After months of work, what emerged was essentially the world's largest thermos, but the real masterpiece was yet to come. The engine. This is the largest natural gas-powered marine engine ever built. Standing 20 meters tall, it's as high as a 6-story building, weighing more than 2,000 tons. It produces an astonishing 85,000 horsepower. It's so enormous that maintenance crews can actually walk inside it. Even transporting the engine to the shipyard was a challenge of its own. It arrived in 6 separate sections. One of its most critical components is the crankshaft, the part responsible for transferring power from the engine to the propeller. This crankshaft alone weighs 220 tons. To move it, engineers used a specially designed 140-wheel remote-controlled platform. It was then installed with millimeter-level precision. The engine houses 12 pistons, each measuring 1 meter in diameter, all connected to the crankshaft. This massive engine drives the ship's stern-mounted propeller. Cast as a single piece, the propeller weighs 92 tons and stands around 10 meters, 33 feet tall. Power reaches it through a long propeller shaft, which must be perfectly straight. Even a slight misalignment could generate dangerous vibrations at high RPMs. To verify the alignment, engineers coated the shaft with a special blue dye before fitting it into the propeller. Once removed, the contact marks revealed which areas had too much pressure and which had none at all, allowing engineers to make precise adjustments. Once the ship's entire structure was complete, attention turned to protecting it from the harsh marine environment. Saltwater, waves, and friction constantly attack steel, while a rough hull surface increases fuel consumption. That's why the vessel received a specialized coating. Around 1 million liters of paint were used to cover a total area of approximately 9,500 square meters. After that, the final and tallest block was installed, the command bridge, the ship's brain, where the captain and crew control every aspect of its operation. The 400-meter-long vessel was also equipped with a smart eye system, providing the captain with a full 360-degree view directly from the bridge. Finally, after 18 months of relentless work, the first ship was ready. During 15 days of rigorous sea trials, every system was put to the test, from engine performance and emergency stopping capabilities to the ship's navigation systems. Throughout the sea trials, engineers also checked the entire structure for any signs of leakage. One of the most critical tests involved deploying the ship's anchor system. And when you're dealing with a beast of this size, even the anchor is extraordinary. A single link in its anchor chain weighs around 300 kilograms, while the entire chain weighs as much as 60 African elephants. After successfully passing all 15 days of sea trials, the engineering team's vision of creating low-carbon emission ships had finally become a reality. The shipyard had won its race against time, completing 9 of these massive container ships in record time. But this story isn't just about building a mountain of steel. It's a story of the skill, dedication, and relentless efforts of thousands of workers who made it possible. Today, these giant vessels are ready to sail across the world's oceans, doing so in a much cleaner and more sustainable way than before. These mega ships prove that when humanity is determined enough, it can bring even mountains of steel to life and set them in motion across the most unforgiving seas. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for all your support, and we'll see you in the next incredible engineering story.